It was supposed to be a quiet, late-night walk home. My little brother had begged for ice cream, and the corner shop down the street was still open. So we went, just the two of us. He was walking beside me, happily licking his cone, his little shoes scuffing against the pavement. The street was mostly empty, just the hum of streetlights and the soft crunch of gravel beneath our feet. I remember glancing up at the stars. They were so clear, and for a moment, it felt peaceful. Then, the car, it came out of nowhere, dark, quiet, no headlights, just rolled up right beside us, slow and silent. Before I could even react, a hand shot out the window and yanked my purse. The pull was brutal. My arm snapped forward, the strap wrapped tight around it, and suddenly, I was off my feet. My knees hit first, then my side. Then I was just being dragged, my legs scraping against the cold, rough road, house after house flashing past in the dark. I couldn't think, couldn't breathe. I tried to open my hand, to let go, but the strap was twisted around my arm like it was part of me. I was screaming, let go, please. But they didn't. And my little brother, God, he was running, barefoot, crying, his ice cream long gone, trying to catch up to the car, his voice breaking behind me in the night. Then, snap, the strap broke. I hit the ground hard. The car disappeared into the dark, gone, like it was never there. And I just lay there, on the pavement, bleeding, shaking, too shocked to move. I started crying. My brother ran to me, his small hands touching my face, trying to help. He was sobbing, asking me if I was okay. I couldn't answer. That's when a man came running from one of the nearby houses. He knelt beside me, asked if I was hurt, told us to come inside so he could call the police. But I didn't say a word. I just grabbed my brother's hand, pulled myself up, and started walking straight home. When we told our family what happened, for some reason, we didn't call the police. I don't know why. Shock, maybe. Or maybe we just wanted to pretend it hadn't happened. My purse didn't have much, just my phone, some change, a few receipts. But more importantly, I was okay, just a few bruises and scrapes. But if my legs had gone under those tires, it would have been a different story, a much, much darker one. I was halfway through the graveyard shift at the corner gas station. Just me, the buzzing of fluorescent lights, and the steady hum of the fridge coolers. It was 2:46 a.m. I remember that exact time. I was restocking gum when the bell over the door chimed. I looked up, expecting some tired trucker, maybe a tipsy couple looking for snacks. Instead, in waddled a toddler. No shoes, just a sagging diaper, and one sock hanging halfway off. His tiny feet slapped against the tile floor, slap, 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 as he blinked up at me, completely unfazed. My stomach dropped. Hey there, buddy. I came around the counter, moving slow, like he was a deer I might spook. Where's your mum or dad? Before he could do anything, cry, bolt, whatever, the door jingled again. A man strolled in, hoodie, dirty jeans. Looked like he hadn't seen a shower in a week. That's my kid, he said, casual-like. He slipped out while I was, busy. The toddler didn't react, not a blink, not a twitch. I crouched next to the kid, scooped him up. He didn't fight, didn't reach for the guy. What's his name? I asked. The man's mouth twitched. Mikey. I stared at the kid. He didn't look like a Mikey. Didn't act like he knew this man at all. I asked the guys for his ID. He blinked and said, "What? No, I didn't bring my wallet." The guy sounded too suspicious for me to just hand over this kid to him. So I held the toddler tight and said to him, "I'm going to have to call the police." That's when he bolted, out the door, across the parking lot. He vanished into the night. Cops came quick, took my statement, took the baby too, wrapped him in a blanket they had in the cruiser. He hadn't said a word the whole time, just leaned into my chest, like he knew I was the safest option in a weird, unsafe night. An hour later, dispatch let me know what happened. The baby was from the neighborhood behind the store. Parents had left the back door open. They were up dealing with a flooded laundry room. Kid wandered off without anyone noticing. It messed me up a little, seeing someone that small, alone like that. Even after the incident, I kept picturing him, walking barefoot down the dark road, cars flying by, not a care in the world, just a diaper, a sock on, and nothing else. And I don't even want to think about what would have happened if I'd believed that guy, if I'd just handed the toddler over because he said the right words with the right tone. Because whatever that man's intentions were, they weren't good. So, I was on the road again. Just another long day, too many miles, and nowhere good to stop. I pulled into this cheap motel, one of those little spots just off the interstate, with a flickering sign and that weird smell in the lobby. It didn't matter to me how it looked or smelled. I was just too tired to care. I checked in, dropped my stuff, and then just passed out. Then, bam! I shot awake, heart pounding. I glanced at the clock, 3:12 a.m. There was a sudden, sharp knock at the door. And then a voice called out, "We need to check your heater. Might be leaking gas." At first, I was groggy and confused, still half asleep. My brain was trying to catch up. Something didn't sit right. I hadn't reported any issue with the heater. No one mentioned a thing about gas or inspections when I checked in. And the voice, it wasn't convincing. It sounded off, flat, robotic, like someone reading from a script. The person was trying to sound professional, but there was no warmth, no urgency, no realness. I got up slowly, quietly, and crept over to the door. I didn't say a word. I just looked through the peephole. There was a man standing there. He had a hoodie pulled up, no name tag, no visible ID, no tools in hand, nothing that said maintenance or staff. Just standing there, way too close to the door, breathing heavily. I didn't open it, didn't respond. Instead, I grabbed the old corded phone on the nightstand and called the front desk. When someone finally picked up, I asked if they'd sent anyone to check on a heater. They said, no. There was no issue with the room, no inspection scheduled, no maintenance requests, nothing. My stomach dropped. I locked the door immediately, then dragged the heavy dresser across the floor and jammed it up against it. And then I waited. I didn't make another sound, just sat in that quiet room wide awake, heart racing. By the time the police showed up, he was gone. No sign of him, no footsteps, no car pulling away, not even the sound of someone walking off down the hall, just gone. And I didn't sleep a single second after that. In the morning, I told the front desk what had happened. They just brushed it off, said it was probably some drunk or someone at the wrong door. But that didn't make any sense to me, because if that were true, then why did the guy say he was there to check the heater? I guess I'll never know what his true intentions were. Even now, I still think about that night.